Hello everyone! Do you want something on your snack that is healthy and affordable? We got you! Our team has decided to start a small business named Corn Pop. Corn Pop is a popcorn store that sells different flavors of popcorn that satisfy your cravings. If you want to know more, please keep on watching. Here's our objectives in the business plan. For our first objectives, we ought to identify the following ingredients needed in making different flavors of popcorn.
Next, determine the other expenses needed.
And then list down the prices of the ingredients and other expenses and its price comparison between the same brands or different units.
Number 4. State the selling price of the product per piece and justify the suggested selling price.
Lastly, find out the expected all-in expenses and income.
Popcorn is a naturally healthy snack, but loading it with butter can double the calories. It also contains nutrients like potassium, iron, zinc, magnesium, and protein. It is filled with fiber, has more antioxidants than some fruits and vegetables, and may even help fight cancer. Moreover, popcorn is easy to prepare and serve. The cost of its preparation is relatively minimal and may be sold at a high margin. It is easy to market and makes money from it.
It is one of the favorite snack of the Filipino, especially youth. It comes with the different flavors of your choice. Name it is the best taken when you want a light snack when you're busy doing things, especially after class session.
Corn Pop sells popcorns in different flavors such as plain, cheese, and salted caramel. It is located across Don Honorio Ventura State University Gate at Bacolor, Pampanga. Our target customers are the students in the said school.
Here is the target products for the day. For the flavor that contains 33.33 grams each pack, we plan to make and sell 30 packs of plain, 30 packs of cheese, and 30 packs of salted caramel for a total of 90 packs.
Here are the ingredients needed in our popcorn business: kernel, cooking oil, salt, cheese powder, butter, sugar, and water. These are the other expenses. First, LPG, plastic ziplock, cook and vendor salary, and rent.
Option 1. Ingredients: resto of kernel. Cost 70 pesos per kilogram. Quantity is 3 kilograms. Prices is 70 times 3 equal to 110 pesos. Ingredients is UFC Golden Fiesta cooking oil. Cost 88 pesos per 950 kilogram. Quantity is 4,350 ml. Prices is 88 times 5 equals 440 pesos. Ingredients is McCormick iodized salt. Cost 11 pesos per 150 grams per pack. Quantity is 270 grams. Prices is 11 times 2 equals 22 pesos. Ingredients is chismis karmic cheese powder. Cost 4.70 per 30 grams per pack. Quantity is 300 grams. Prices is 4.70 times 10 equals 47 pesos. Ingredients is Magnolia Dairy Cream Buttermilk. Cost 61.75 per 200 grams per bar. Quantity is 1,000 grams. Prices is 175 times 5 equals 308.75 pesos. Ingredients: sugar, cost 31.03 per 1/2 kilogram. Quantity is 2.5 kilogram. Prices is 31 times 5 equals 155 pesos. Ingredients is drinking water, cost 6.25 500 ml bottle. Quantity is 1,200 ml. Prices is 625 times 3 equals 1875. The total is 1,205.50 pesos.
For option 2, we have the ingredients Enjoy kernel which cost 83 pesos per 1 kilogram. We need to use 3 kilogram of kernels. That's why the total price that we need to pay is 249 pesos. Next ingredient is Magnolia Pure Oil Vegetable Cooking Oil, which costs 112 pesos per 950 ml. The total cooking oil we need to use is 4,750 ml. The total amount we need to pay is 560 pesos. Next is McCormick iodized salt, which costs 25 pesos per 140 grams bottle. We need to use 280 grams, so the total amount we need to pay is 50 pesos. Next ingredient is potato corner powder flavoring cheese, which costs 49 pesos per 100 grams. The cheese powder we need to use is 300 grams. The amount we need to pay is 147 pesos. Next ingredient is Magnolia Butterlicious Unsalted, which costs 75 pesos per 200 grams. We need to use 1,000 grams, that's why the total price we need to pay is 375 pesos. Next is Victoria Pure Refined Sugar, which costs 32 pesos per 1/2 kilogram. The sugar we need to use is 2.5 kilograms. The total amount we need to pay for sugar is 160 pesos. Last ingredient is Pearl Spring Water, which costs 4 pesos and 50 centavos per 330 ml. We need to use 1,320 ml of water, so the total price we need to pay for water is 18 pesos. Therefore, the total amount we need to spend for option 2 is 1,559 pesos.
We chose option 1 because both option 1 and 2 have great qualities, but the ingredients in option 1 are way more cheaper than in option 2. For choosing option 1, we saved 357.50 pesos, which can already be spent on other things such as the other expenses.
As you can see in the table of our cost of ingredients, we've distributed the total ingredients to each flavor to know how much we spent in each flavor. As a result, we've spent 253.33 pesos in plain, 300.33 pesos in cheese flavor, and 647.84 pesos in salted caramel. If we add these three, we will get the total amount that we spent in all of the ingredients. Here is our table for our other expenses. For option 1, we need plastic ziplock for our packaging, which costs 59 centavos each. We need 90 pieces, which amount to 53.10 centavos. We also have LPG, which costs 590 pesos. However, it is consumable for 40 days. So the actual amount that we spend daily on LPG is 14.75 pesos. For rent, we conducted a canvass and were told that they charge small rolling business like us to pay 20 pesos per day. So the total amount that we spent in other expenses in option 1 is 93.75 pesos. We equally divided this into 3 flavors to get the overall expenses that we have in each flavors. So the total expenses that we have spent in option 1 for plain is 284 pesos 58 centavos. For cheese, 331 pesos 58 centavos. And for salted caramel, 679 pesos 9 centavos. So to know the total amount that we spend in option 1, we added the total cost of ingredients and the total amount of the other expenses that we have. So 1,201.50 plus 93.75 is equals to 1,295 pesos and 25 cents. So in option 1, we spent a total of 1,295 pesos and 25 centavos. So for our option 2, it is just the same as option 1, but we decided to add the cook's salary and the vendor salary in our other expenses. So in our cook's salary, we decided to give 5% of the cost of our ingredients, which is 60 pesos per day, because he will just cook a small amount of popcorns. and popcorns is easy to cook and prepare. So for our vendor salary, we look up to the minimum wage or salary in internet and found out it is amounted to 395 pesos, which we gave as our vendor salary. So the total amount in our other expenses in option 2 is 548 pesos and 75 centavos. So in option 2, the total amount that we spent in plain flavor is 436 pesos and 25 centavos, while for cheese is 483 pesos point 25 centavos. And lastly, for salted caramel is 830 pesos point 76 centavos. So to get the total expenses that we spent in option 2, we are going to add the total cost of ingredients and the total expenses that we have in our option 2, including the cook and vendor salary. So 1,201.50 centavos plus 548 pesos and 75 centavos is equal to 1,750.25 centavos. In option 2, we spent a total of 1,750.25 centavos.
Stating and justifying the selling price. For the plain popcorn, the estimated sale for option 1 and option 2 is 900 pesos. The selling price per pack is 30 pesos. The total number of the pack we need to sell is 30 pieces. The total cost for option 1 is 284 pesos and 58 centavos, and the total income will be 615 pesos and 42 centavos. The total cost for option 2 is 436 pesos and 25 centavos, and the net income will be 463 pesos and 75 centavos. For the cheese popcorn, the estimated sale for option 1 and option 2 is 1,200 pesos. The selling price per pack is 40 pesos. The total number of the pack we need to sell is 30 pieces. The total cost for option 1 is 331 pesos and 58 centavos, and the total income will be 868 pesos and 42 centavos. The total cost for option 2 is 483 pesos and 25 centavos, and the net income will be 716 pesos and 75 centavos. Lastly, the salted caramel popcorn, the estimated sale for option 1 and option 2 is 1,500 pesos. The total selling price per pack is 50 pesos. The total number of the pack we need to sell is 30 pieces. The cost for option 1 is 679 pesos and 9 centavos, and the total income will be 820 pesos and 91 centavos. The total cost for option 2 is 830 pesos and 76 centavos, and the net income will be 669 pesos and 24 centavos. Now that we have the income or profit for each popcorn flavor, we want to know our overall income. To get the overall income, add all the net profit in each product per option. Overall income for option 1 is 2,334 pesos and 75 centavos. And for the option 2, the overall income is 1,849 pesos and 74 centavos. The selling price for the product is justified because it is first, the only popcorn selling business in the area, and lastly, the raw materials or ingredients used are of high quality.
Expected all-in expenses and income. Our overall expenses in a day are 1,295.25 pesos for option 1, while in option 2, the total expense per day is 1,750.25 pesos. For the overall income in a day is 2,334.75 pesos in option 1, and for option 2 is 1,849.74 pesos.
Overall expenses, option 1, 1,295 and 25 centavos times 7 days equals 9,066 pesos and 75 centavos. Option 2, 1,750 pesos and 25 centavos times 7 days equals 12,251 pesos and 75 centavos.
Overall income in a week for option 1 is 16,343.25 pesos. For option 2, the net income in a week is 12,948.18 pesos.
Aside from the health benefits of popcorn, our products can also be served as a treat for students and faculty, our target market, after a long day of studying and teaching. Also, it can be a great pasalubong to their families. Cooking and packaging popcorn is an easy thing to do, so our conclusion is to cook and sell our product ourselves. Compared to the expenses and profit that we will have in option 1, where we don't allocate a budget for vendor and cook salaries, then the option 2, where we allocate it, we have lower expenses and higher profit. Also, when starting a small stall business like ours, it's much better to avoid hiring cooks and vendors and just do it ourselves. These are the sample products we made and sell to conduct a survey about its taste and to know if people are willing to buy it. In the end, we sold 32 packs that contains 15 grams each. For plain, we sold 2 packs which cost 5 pesos each. For cheese, we sold 12 packs which cost 7 pesos each, and for salted caramel, we sold 18 packs which cost 12 pesos each. So the total amount that we sold for plain flavor is 10 pesos, while for cheese is 84 pesos, and lastly for salted caramel is 216 pesos. From selling all the 31 packs, the total amount that we got is 310 pesos. If we subtract our total expenses for the ingredients, packaging, and LPG, which is 243.42 pesos, to 310 pesos, we will know our profit. So 310 pesos minus 243.42 pesos is equal to 66.58 pesos. Therefore, our total profit for this sample is 66.58 pesos. That's all. Thanks for watching. God bless.